Well, good morning. Actually, afternoon isn't. Yeah, never mind. It's 2:30. Let's see if I can adjust the camera a little bit more. I can zoom in on him a bit. I hope he doesn't leave already. Oh, good, it is working. Hey, I just got in from snowmobiling just a little bit ago. I put the corn out right after I was done snowmobiling. I could have swore I saw some new deer tracks in. Hey, what's going on? How are you doing, Master Eggs? I was just. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me talking. Okay, good. You can. I haven't had a chance to test it yet, so that's good. I was just saying I was out snowmobiling just a couple minutes ago, and I put out the corn and came in, and I was getting undressed, and my mom's like, "Oh, the deer are here." So they basically followed me right from back from snowmobiling. I could have swore I saw new deer tracks in some of the snowmobile trails I just put down, so they were kind of hanging around and I didn't see them. Yeah, we've got about uh I think 19 inches was what we had on the level. I love it. I love my snow. A lot of work because I've been snow blowing almost every couple days and had about 19 or more inches on the roof, so I had to use the snow shovel for the roof snow shovel too. So you don't have any snow by you? Uh, it's not terrible. I've got a snow blower, so it helps. And then the long pole snow shovel for off the roof is okay. It's just a lot of lifting the shovel to pull it down. It keeps exercised. So you don't have any snow by you. There, we got some nice close ones. It's so hot here, like 30 degrees. Oh, Celsius? Celsius. I'm trying to think what's 30 degrees Celsius compared to Fahrenheit. Um, Never been good at that for some reason. It's been Fahrenheit. It's been today. It's 15 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's been negative. Like -10, -15. Now you got me curious. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't have my phone by me though. Yeah, it's been pretty cold. That's why when I went out to snowmobile, I didn't quite dress as warm as I've been because it's been, like I said, -10. So today it's 15 above. So it's four. Needed it to be. Let's see. Winter here is like 25 degrees. So my ants are always up working. Yeah, I've got my ants hibernating in the basement right now. I lost a lot of my ants. I've only got like 3 colonies left. I'm not really sure. It's like I just had like this massive die off. Special, the worst one was my wood ants. Probably one of my favorite, and my carpenter ant, that really big carpenter ant colony that I had gotten a couple years ago. They just all of a sudden one day they went from having hundreds of workers to all of a sudden there was none left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've got a ton of um, Tar Heel ant farms, and I have no ants in any of them. I've got hundreds and hundreds of dollars tied up in them, and nothing in them to show for it. I still have 2 harvester ant colonies and a Formica queen with a mixture of different kinds of workers. I caught her at the end of the season, and I gave her some eggs from a bunch of different colonies that I caught. So she raised those workers. And I do have some queens and test tubes I haven't looked at in months. I've been just leaving them alone. How are your ants doing? If they're working, they're probably, are they still producing eggs and larvae and stuff? How many colonies do you have now? Oh wow, cool. How many kinds of ant? How many different species? Oh nice. Oh cool. It'll be neat to see. I haven't been putting out any ant keeping videos because when I was, let's see, my friend just passed away. Oh, that sucks. Oh, passed. Oh, never mind. I thought for a sec. Sorry, for a second I thought you said they passed, like they died off. But no, they just passed 300. Oh no, that's cool. They're growing quick. But yeah, I haven't put any ant keeping videos up for a long time because even when I did, I got so few views on them, it didn't really make it to trying to grow my channel. And that for some reason the ants just aren't cutting it for trying to grow the channel. Go for it. Yeah, yeah. It's been a slow rolling start. I'm almost to I'm at about 1,850, almost 1,850 subscribers now. So, well, I have Facebook, and I share the videos on there and stuff, but that's mostly just well, I've got my Northern Ants YouTube channel, and I've got a Reddit channel. Used to have Discord, but that was just a headache. Let's see. I think a few months ago you were at. Yeah. Oh, I've gotten over in the last 28 days. I've gotten about 280 new subscribers in the last 28 days. It's been huge. I've been posting a lot of YouTube shorts, and that's where I've been getting all my subscribers. Whoops. He looks like he's moving out. There's the snowmobile I was just out on. I've seen a few, I think, but I don't remember which ones. I've a lot of like of Gidget, my cat, and of the deer, and uh my fish tank. Oh, there's he's coming back the other direction. I don't remember that they were about, but definitely saw them. Cool. Well, I appreciate you watching them. That's for sure. Yeah, I've got some full length videos of each thing too. I'll be working on a snowmobile video in a little bit here. I actually planned on starting on that right when I came in from snowmobiling, but then I saw the deer and I thought, I better go and jump online to get that first. Saw the deer walking somewhere around here. Oh, there's something moving. What am I seeing? Wait a minute. I was seeing snow being shot from somewhere. I think I moved the camera the wrong direction though. Almost like something was kicking up snow pretty much under the camera, or I mean under the clock. Oh, but I don't think I have that on the live, on the part that's actually live. If you look above the snow line through the trees, it's like a lush carpet. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of snow out there, that's for sure. I lost the snow but don't have any. Oh, hopefully you get some more. It is only December, so gonna be, January is usually gonna be better. Do you usually get snow, or is it just different this year? That would be hard. I need snow. Frost and a bit of heat. I'm trying. What aren't you in? You're in Colorado, right? Or am I thinking? Or are you in Canada? I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly. Yeah, because I'm in Wisconsin, so northern part, and that's why we get a lot more snow. Oh, okay. Not in the US. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I so you're in aren't in Australia, aren't you in summer now? 'Cause I'm trying to think, you know, being south of the equator, always from the Trump. But in Melbourne, where I used to be, got frost. Hey, I was always wondering about that, how, like being down, if being south of the equator, if you guys are, like when we're in the winter, you're in summer. So in northern Australia, it's isn't that warmer up there? Okay, yeah, because it's it's different because living in the north, it's like our north is the cold and our south is the warm, and you guys have the north is warm and the south is cold. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because you're closer to the South Pole then, being in the southern part of the country. I'll get my head around it. That's just pretty awesome that we could be talking from the other side of the world, like literally probably almost completely straight through. Technology kind of dumbfounds me sometimes because when I was a kid, it was like that was I had a pager, and that was after high school. Pagers were the technology of my high school years, or not high school years, after high school years. I didn't get one until a couple years after I got out of high school. Yeah, I don't think the deer's gonna come back. The Blue Jays aren't even here right now. We've been getting a lot of Blue Jays. I had 16 of them out there this morning. What was ant keeping then? Oh, well, I've been keeping ants since I was 5 years old. So I'm 47 now. So I've been keeping them for a long time. But I always thought I was the only one in the world that kept ants until I came across YouTube. Oh, no. Speaking of the Blue Jays, no sooner did I talk about them, they started showing up. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like I would go to the library and check out books on ant keeping and stuff like that. In grade school, I'd always took out all the books about ants and bees and wasps and stuff, and it always, you know, thought I must be the only one because we didn't have the means that, you know, well, not ant keeping books. It was just like insect books about, just like entomology kind of books, and uh, encyclopedias and things like that. Things about nature books and stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm not good at the scientific names because I grew up as a kid, you know, black ants, red ants. It wasn't the Formica whatevers and the different kind of scientific names. Yeah, I feel like the new nature books didn't get the point and can't dig more information. Yeah. Well, that's what's so nice about Google now. Any question, just jump on there and Google it. You know, you could type in a description of what the ant is, and you'll find pictures of them. Back then, we were the ones that were identifying them ourselves. And we had to name them ourselves because there was really no means to find the information. So, what time of day is it there? Well, Wikipedia does, yeah. It's morning. Let's see what time it is right now here. It's 2:58 p.m. here. Oh, so I caught you right in the morning, huh? I've been awake since 4 a.m. So I've been up quite a while. Yeah, I always wake up at 4. I don't know why. It's because I'm in bed by 9. I'm usually asleep by 9 o'clock, so and then I'm waking. I wish I didn't. I try not to. I try staying up later, and then I still wake. I could go to bed at midnight and still wake up at 4. If anything happened to me, funny thing that happened to me. So, what time do you usually wake up? I went to bed, and the house lights made me think everyone was still up. So I woke up 3 hours early. I didn't notice it wasn't morning. It was morning. Cool. Not really. Not for you waking up that early. Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of my friends are late. Like I'll be talking about waking up at 4 and he's like, I went to bed at 4. I try to be a late night person, but all it does for me is wake up at 4 and then really feel horrible all the rest of the day. It makes me up at 9 a.m. Yeah. Oh, the Blue Jays are moved over towards the feeders some. Let me see if I can. Oh, the feeders up. What is it like? It's here. It's usually pretty nice, like in the 60s and 70s Fahrenheit, and then in the 80s sometimes, which gets a little uncomfortable. I'm not a warm weather person. I prefer like 10 degrees to 40 degrees. And then in Illinois, where I go for for the month of August, it usually gets pretty miserable, like 80s and 90s. But I have to go down there to do my bee and wasp removals. Yeah, here it's pretty comfortable though. It's supposed to get a little warmer this coming week. We only get little nests, wasp nests. That's good. Where where I do the removals, they get pretty big. They fill spaces in people's homes, and then I have to pull them out for them, which is good. I need big nests, or I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. But okay, don't understand. Do the deer just come through the fence? Oh, there's a no. They'll jump the fence, but they'll come down the driveway. If I can, I'll see if I could swing it to the out past. That's the garage, and out going out that way is the driveway. And they'll come. Let's see if I can swing the camper down there. They'll come up. If you can see, that's my snowmobile trail going next to the camper there. They'll come up that way too, because they'll come up from the lake. Which let's see if I can get it swing it around here. Past the cabin, there's the lake. Yeah, it's an amazing place. It was my grandparents. They had a resort. Yeah, down that way is the lake. Yeah, my mom and I live here now. Well, that's nice. A farm. You have a lake, but I've got. Oh, let's see. You have a lake, but I have a soggy dam. So, do you fish? Trying to get back to where I was. It's sad because when you try to catch, you end up. Oh, yeah, and you can't cook the eel. I don't know. There's some kinds of eels that people eat. I don't think I could. It looks a little too much like a snake, and there's no way I'd eat a snake. We have to leave them out to get eaten and bury them. Oh, if there are too many of them. Oh, yuck. Yeah, I'm not a snake fan. Funny thing is when I was in college, I was working at a nature center, and I had to help take care of some snakes, and that was unpleasant to say the least. Almost every time I go outside, I see a snake. Are they poisonous or are they just brown, especially brown snakes and red bellied? Oof. Yeah, that being so you wear tall boots all the time, then, huh? Just keep them from getting you. Some are native tree snakes and others are poisonous. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really lucky around here. We don't have we don't have the poisonous snakes. We don't have the really poisonous spiders. We don't have scorpions, things like that. Yeah, well, definitely anything to keep so they can't get to your skin. Yeah, with all the longer you can't see where they're at, you end up stepping on them and they trigger them. Oof, yeah. Well, that's good. At least you don't have the scorpions. Like you hear about in the South and stuff. Yeah, you get things that might crawl in your shoe when you're sleeping. Not fun. You get one every time you open up Rye Rock. Yeah. Yeesh. So they're plentiful down there. Oh, lizards too. Lizards usually aren't poisonous, are they? Ooh, wind's picking up. Those are blue jays. Well, it's really getting windy out. We got tons of snow in the trees, and it's all starting to fall off. Had 16 of those blue jays here this morning. We lost our we lost power because of when the biggest snowstorm hit us. We had uh was over a foot of snow, and it just was taking down trees, and it knocked our power out for about 24 hours. And when it's freezing outside, it gets a little cold in the house without any heat. Yeah, yeah, a little over 12 inches all at one time. And as you can see up in those branches, a lot of the snow's still in the trees. And now that we're getting that heavy wind, it's blowing those big chunks off the trees. If you look at my shorts, kind of go through all the shorts I've released recently, um, one of them kind of shows when a big gust of wind came through, it did like a whiteout of all the snow. But what's the town or city like up north? There it's the towns around are small, couple hundred people populations, which I like. And I'm about 15 miles or yeah, about 15 miles from the closest town. And then there's the next biggest where there's a Walmart is from here it's about 35-40 minutes. I never enjoyed the KSA. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't stand big cities. I prefer a population of less than 1,000. And to be able to, and they're not too far from a like a bigger population. You can always drive to it. You don't have to wake up to it. All the people of the streets. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's my thing is you know, if I want to go to a city, I want to be able to have to drive to it. I don't want to have to wake up to it. Always bumping into them. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it is in Illinois when I go down there to do my bean wash removals. Way too many people. Here it's like, especially this time of year, we'll get maybe a dozen cars go by all day, and that's just the locals going and coming back from work. Oh, we got some crows now. Those big blackbirds are crows. they're all coming in now. We've been getting a fox and a coyote coming in too, but they usually come at night. We only really get magpies. I don't know if we get magpies around here. Kookaburras. I'm gonna have to write that one down so I can look it up. I'm gonna write both of those down so I can look them up when I get off here. And, or whatever they're called. Yeah, it's an Australian bird. Yeah, then yeah, definitely I don't get them around here. But it'll be neat to kind of look them up and see what they look like. Everything in Australia is weird. Did you get oh, what's it? Okay, I just had a brain freeze. I was gonna ask you if you got a certain kind of ant down there, but for some reason my you have get kangaroos. Oh, cool. In the yard. Oh, that's awesome. Definitely getting the video of that. Um, it's the kind that eats leaves or uses leaves to make um to oh, why can't I think of the name of them? I've always wanted a colony of them, but I can't get them where I'm at. Weaver ants, that's another one that I kind of like. Um, but they're the ones that gather like pieces of leaves and then takes them into the colony and grows uh fungus on the leaves. Um, oh, why can't I think of it? Yeah, I think that's what's the non-scientific name? They got the really big leaf cutters. Yes, yes, that's what I was thinking of. Do you guys get those there? Oh, you don't either. Yeah, I can't get them here either. Which doesn't really make sense that they wouldn't let us to get them here. They're around south in America, I think. Yeah, I know they're down south because some people around can get them, but our shipping laws or whatever, they won't let us transport them across state lines, which doesn't really make sense for this area because even if they got away, if you look at the snow, there's no way they would survive the winter. And if you're gonna spend money on buying a leafcutter colony, you're not gonna let them go. At least they let us get harvester ants, at least one species. Are you able to get like different kinds of ants in different regions in Australia, or do they have strict laws like that? Yeah, they do. I understand some of it, but when it comes to ant keepers, we're not gonna, we're a lot more responsible than what they give us credit for. You can't, but sneak them. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're not gonna go through every jar in your car looking for ants. I've done it like twice before. Yeah. Well, it's and it's not like you're going from one side of the country to the other. For me, it's like when I come, I didn't this year, but last year took, I had to take the ants down with me down to Illinois because I need to be able to take care of them. But this year I didn't. I just left them here and kind of put them into hibernation. Could be why they all died. Would expect. Yeah, exactly. They're not thinking, "Oh, this person looks like he's got ants in his car." Yeah, eh, when you need to leave for a long period of time to try to transport all that. I transported them down not this last summer, the summer before, and it was like the box was huge because at the time I had probably what 15 colonies. This person looks like he has car answers. Yeah. Drag him up by his drag him out by his heels. We're searching your car because you got ants. I could imagine. Yeah. uh, well, I think I'm going to jump off. I want to try to work a little bit on that uh, snowmobiling video before it gets too late, before I make supper and stuff. So it was great talking to you. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. And have a great day. Seeing your day as just starting. Talk to you later.